CC Club, the world's best magic club. If you haven't joined a magic club before, I highly suggest that you check out the Conjuror Community Club. It is the world's best magic club. At the very least, make sure you follow, make sure you subscribe. That way you know every time we go live with another one of these Afternoon Astonishment. How's it going, Steve?
It's going pretty good, man. Going pretty good. I was excited when I got the call today. We've got some great close-up magic, I think.
Well, it's good stuff. This is definitely I've been digging into the past a little bit, and this one's definitely an old school collection of Eric DeCamps. He's a New York magician he was one of the top students of Frank Garcia and other major figures in the New York area. Eric was the next up and coming guy after that generation of guys, and he shot this as a thing for magicians so that they could learn, and we are just fortunate that we get to see him in his prime doing this stuff. And as far as I know, Eric is still working today. You can still book Eric. He's still out there as a magician working, but this is him in the mid 80s, and it'll be fun.
Yeah,
we'll get to see an audience from the mid 80s in addition to Eric doing this. Really, some of it is really technically difficult, flashy, beautiful stuff, and it's a fun collection. I think we're gonna have fun today. So let's I think the best way to go is let's just take it away and watch this first one, and we'll talk about it when we get to the other side of it.
All right.
Thank you. As they said, my name is Eric DeCamps, and the real reason why I was invited to work here this evening is not because I happen to do a lot of magic. The real reason is because I happen to have the ability to control time. This is true. On occasion, I've been known to make a simple card trick seem to last an eternity. But of course, I won't be doing that this evening, but I'd still like to give you a demonstration of time control with the aid of this pack of playing cards. Okay? And your kind assistant, sir. What is your name?
Dennis.
Hi, Dennis. I'm going to ask you to pick a card, any card. No, wait a second. I want to make sure this thing is fair as possible. All right? I'll shuffle the cards. You can say stop anytime you'd like.
Stop.
Where, here? You sure? You can stop me anywhere, but you stop me here. Let's see that card. The 9 of spades. Good card. One of my personal favorites. The 9 of spades. Now, I don't want you to think I'm using any duplicates. So to dispel that theory, I'm going to ask you to sign the card with this magic marker. You take the magic marker and just sign your name in big bold letters across the face of the card. Don't be afraid. Nice work. You're obviously from New York, aren't you? I thought I recognized your work from the New York City subway system. Nice work, nice work. The 9 of spades with Dennis's signature right across the face. Keep your eye on it there. See, I can shuffle the cards as much as I'd like, losing his card in the pack, or I can cut him in as much as I like. It doesn't make a difference, because all I have to do is to snap my fingers. His card goes back in time. I love this part. Goes back in time and jumps right up to the top of the deck where it was just a moment ago, where it was just tough job. All right, I'll tell you what. I can see you guys are tough crowds, so I'll send it through time and space this time. Keep your eye here on the 9 of spades. Watch it closely. If you take the 9, place it right here in the center of this half, squeeze it in slowly, wave bye-bye. It travels through time and space and lands right over here was just a moment ago.
I have not seen that one before.
Yeah, sure, a little sympathy, but I like that. I'll accept it. Look, Dennis was kind enough to sign the face of the card. Your name, sir?
Dan.
Dan, good. I'm going to ask you to sign the back of the card. So if you were to take this magic marker and just sign the back of the card. Great work. Okay, can I have that back? Thank you. Here it is. Dan has been so kind to sign the back of the card, and of course, Dennis was kind enough to, what a team, Dennis and Dan, I like that. Double D. Dennis and Dan. Now, what I'm going to attempt to do here this evening, I've never done this before, I've got to be honest with you, but I'm going to do it now. I feel so confident that I can do it, is send this card back in time before it had any writing on it, okay? We'll try it. Watch on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait a second. Wait, I have to apologize. Sometimes I forget my own magical strength. And obviously I sent the card so far back in time, I sent it before it was even printed. But if I don't wait too long, I can get the card to come back. Watch this. You're going to love this. Watch on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Wait a second. It's not. Oh, I have to apologize. I did wait too long. See, what happens is the card comes back, but it comes back wrong. See, it goes through a time warp, comes back inside out. You don't believe me. There's only one way to prove this to you and bring this thing to its stunning conclusion. And that is, look, if I give it a little tap right here, I should be able to weaken a corner here and actually separate the layers of the card. Wait a second. How the heck does Derek Dingle do this? Look, separate the layers. Can you see that? Separating the layers of the two cards. There it is. There, of course, is Dan's half. This is Dennis's half. There is Dan's half with his signature on it, and I thank you very much.
Well, well, well.
Interesting, huh? Very different effect. I don't think I've ever seen anyone else do that, splitting up in a card effect like that.
No,
good.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. Yeah.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
It was pretty good.
Knowing what's going on to make that, because you know what's going on to make that split.
Mm-hmm.
Think about how much more difficult all that other stuff that came before was.
I know, that's what I was trying to walk that one back in my mind. That's very clever. I like that.
Very clever and very different. Memorable effect. I like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of, it's that anniversary waltz effect so much.
Kind of, yeah.
It's that, but you turn it on its ear and it becomes something like a different animal, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's got that conflict of you both sign the card and you're both going home, and who gets to take home the card, right? And it's a weird.
Well, this is different because someone gets the back of the card and someone gets the face of the card.
That's right, but you're still setting up that conflict of them both signing the same card, and now what do we do?
Mm-hmm.
We'll sign this card.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to happen?
Yeah.
And I guess it does take a different path than the anniversary waltz, because
But that's just a very neat little trick right there.
Very interesting.
It's a very neat little trick. I don't think he did that one kind of ambitious move card in the middle I've never seen before like that.
Right, and I think it was because of what the nature of what that whole system
the condition.
is to make it look like that, right? Yeah, but it was a very effective, ambitious move.
I mean, I looked at that, I was like,
man, it's good.
I've never seen that. That was really cool.
It's really good. It's really good.
Yeah.
So let's continue on. Now we're going to get into more of him doing a little bit more of a demo, right? Him sort of demonstrating his skill. And that leads into a very interesting premise and something that we've seen before. But this next section is really just a demo to set up where we're headed. So let's watch this great demo. This is really cool.
A lot, and I'm often asked, do I cheated cards?
Cheated cards?
Thank you. I got to be honest with you, I don't, but I do happen to know a professional card cheat, and I asked him what is the main objective. The main objective of a professional card cheat. He told me, Eric, it's to be able to get the 4 aces in your hand in almost any game that you may be playing. Of course, I know of 2 methods of doing this. Actually, more than 2, 3, I'll be honest with you. 3 methods. I'd like to share them with you right now. The easiest method. Now, if those of you who've been watching closely might have noticed I took out the 2 2s, and there's a reason for that. Because if I take the 2 of hearts, watch the 2 of hearts closely, and I can just squeeze it, rip it in half, and get the 2 red aces. Thank you. For those of you who may have blinked, I'll do it again. Keep your eye here on the 2 of spades. If we take the 2 of spades, watch it closely. Again, just give it a squeeze, snap, and it turns into the 2 black aces. 4 aces, the only 4 aces in the pack, I might add. Now, of course, I told you there's a hard way of doing this. And I'd like to share that one with you, too. Watch this. The ace of diamonds, the ace of spades, the ace of hearts, and the ace of clubs. 4 aces, 4 different parts of the deck. Is that fair, sir? No. 4 aces, 4 different parts of the deck. I don't want you to think I put them in any specific spot, so I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll shuffle them, losing them throughout the pack. Now, to make it extremely difficult for me, I'm going to name the 4 aces and cut to them. For example, the first ace, which I'll attempt to cut to, will be the ace of diamonds, watch. And she should be right around here, the ace of diamonds. That's ace number 1. That does leave me with 3 aces left, the ace of spades, hearts, and clubs. Watch this, the ace of clubs. You get it right around here. See, if we just go 1, 2, and 3, yes, indeed, the ace of clubs is right here. Okay. I have to apologize. Sometimes, see, it's not my magic that stinks, it's my pronunciation. See, that's the 8 of clubs, 8 ace is very similar. Because if I take that 8, wave it over that ace, notice that it does change into the 8 of clubs. That's ace number 2. That does leave me with 2 aces left, the ace of spades and the ace of hearts. Right? We've got the ace of hearts, the old ace of amore. Well, that's as much as Italian as I speak. Watch this. The ace of hearts face up. give the deck a quick cut, and there it is, the ace of hearts. That's ace number 3. That's ace number 3. Now, you leave me with one ace left, the ace of spades. I never have to find it, because it usually finds me. It does. It's strange, but it's true. Watch this closely. Keep your eye here for the ace of spades. Jumps right out of the pack, just like so. There are all 4 aces right out of the pack.
It's pretty great. I love that.
What a great, yeah. I mean, what a great little. I mean, everybody knows a bunch of 4 ace tricks, and they rarely use them.
That's right.
You know, but just kind of put it together with like a little tiny story like that, and it's a great showpiece.
And what he's really done here is he's set up that he's got some skill to move into this next thing, right? Because he used this as like, this is how you would do it if you were using skill to show off, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And this next one that we're moving into, this is definitely, he set this up so he could go to this direction and have it be more magical and not about just overt skill. So let's just jump right into this next one because it is that, right? This was all a setup for the one that we're going to watch now.
Okay.
Now, I must admit that those methods that I just showed you are kind of flashy. And they really wouldn't get over in a game. Like a professional card cheat would never use this because it's too flashy. So they use a technique that's used by very few card cheats and known by even fewer magicians. I'd like to share it with you right now. It's known as the squeeze. Watch this. Ace, 2, 3, 4 aces. And that's what we're going to work with. Just the 4 aces. Watch this. The ace of diamonds, ace of clubs, ace of hearts, and the ace of spades. Just the 4 aces and only the 4 aces. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. 4 aces, 2 hands, and a charming personality. Okay, well, 2 out of 3 isn't bad. Tough crowd. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, you see the ace of hearts, that's the leader. So we'll place it right over here. Okay? Place them right over there. These 3 aces will join that in a most mysterious fashion. Watch this. The ace of clubs first. Keep your eye on it. Because if I give it a squeeze, it should disintegrate. Falls down to little tiny pieces, like so. You can't see it. If I grab the essence of that ace, you can't see it. It's there. It's because it's in motion. As soon as it comes in contact with the ace, look, it becomes visible. See? I'm not kidding. There's 1, there's 2. That's now 2 aces there. 2. That's 3. Now this is 2. Like the ace of clubs, the ace of hearts. Watch those 2. Place those there. We'll take the ace of, the ace of spades next. Watch the ace of spades. You can see it. There it is. Give it a squeeze. It disintegrates, drops down. Grab the essence of that ace. You can't see it again because it's in motion. But as soon as it comes in contact with the other 2, it becomes visible. Yeah. There's number 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay? 1, 2, and 3. We'll place those 3 there. Now, of course, if those of you have been paying close attention, remember that the ace of hearts is the one they've been joining. It's been the leader. So I think it's only fair at this point that it join them. Fair? I think so. So we'll set it up. Wait, neatness counts in magic, so let me set this up correctly. That's better. Keep your eye here on the ace of hearts. See, if I do this, give it a little rub, it creates static electricity. It clings to the palm of my hand. If I give it a squeeze, again, it disintegrates, just like the other 3. Watch it again. Keep it in motion. Can't see it. It's not until it comes in contact where it becomes visible, where it actually becomes visible. Join the other 3s. Remember, working again with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wait a second. One fell.
No. 5 aces. No, that's no good. No, see, it's not an ace, sir. It's a 10 of spades. Now, of course, 4 aces is a great hand in poker, right? But actually, what it would be a royal flush.
It's a nice twist on that whole thing. That's pretty good. You're muted over there, sir.
There it is.
There you are.
It's a nice exclamation point on that routine.
Totally. It's got a little bit of a sucker move that happens there, but with the effect outcome, I think it's pretty good. It's
great.
Yeah. It got me.
Yeah, it's great. I like that. I like that a lot. And that's a trick, that doesn't really end. It ends where you think it's going to end. So it's nice to have a surprise.
Right. That actually has an ending. That's totally true because that trick is that, and then there's another one, there's another one, there's another one, and then there's the last one. And that's the end of the trick.
Yeah.
Right. That is an
Going right where you think it's going to go. And then to have this ending on it, it just really kicks it up a couple of notches.
Right. And it ties back to that first Ace demo where he's doing all the flashy stuff. Now
Right.
it's crumble, nothing, and then he spreads and they're there. And I think it's pretty elegant and magical. I mean, you're taking the spectators on this ride, and they're, I think that they were with them there because all the oohs and ahs were happening at just the right place.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, they loved it.
Yeah,
They loved it.
Very
That's
cool.
important,
You started to notice the audience members with their 80s hair. That's
I
pretty
love
fun.
it, man. You see that stash that guy's got? That's so 80s
It's
right
a
there.
pretty big stash, and he's got a pretty big, a big hair.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's pretty amazing. Different times.
Yeah. I don't know what to say, man.
Oh, there's not
A
much
lot
to
of
say.
hair product, a lot of blow drying time, a lot of vent brushes, a lot of round brushes.
Exactly.
Work.
Well, they
It was
didn't
work.
have the computer in their pocket to distract them so much. They had time to do their hair, right?
That's right. You weren't working on your profile, you were working on your hair.
You're working on your hair.
I had the feathered back, the parted in the center and the feathered back, man. The Keith Partridge. Yeah. Now I got
How much time do you have to put in on that in a day?
I don't know. I don't even remember.
You let it
Whatever
go.
it was, it didn't matter.
Whatever it took.
Whatever it took, man. I wasn't working with a lot,
That's funny.
Now I look like a thumb everywhere I go.
Life marches on, right? Keep going.
No more products, that's for sure.
Yeah, you don't have to spend as much on hair care products, so it all evens out.
All evens out. All evens out.
All right, well, let's watch Eric do another classic that you guys are going to love. I think this is a great handling of this, and you guys have all seen this trick. It's wonderful.
Oh, wow. What is your name, sir? Robert. Hi, Robert. How are you doing? Here, Robert, here's the idea. I'll allow the cards to cascade from one hand to the other like so, and you can say stop anytime you'd like, okay?
Stop.
Right there? Okay, fine. Now, you could have stopped me at any card, but you stopped me at that one, right? You could have stopped me at any one of these, but you stopped me at that one. We'll look at it in a moment. Now, have you ever been to a casino before, Robert?
Yes.
You have may I ask where?
In Atlantic City.
Ooh, the big town. Okay. Now, if you ever played blackjack, or 21 as it's better known, you might have noticed that they don't deal the cards out of their hand. They deal them out of a box known as a shoe. Sometimes they have 4, 5, up to 6 decks in a shoe. But there's one card that you'll never find in any casino in Atlantic City or Vegas. You know what card that is?
No.
It's the Joker. You know why? They're illegal. It's true. It's true. I'll show you exactly what I mean. Here, I just happen to have a few jokers. No pun intended. A few jokers here with me. About a half a dozen. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll deal as if we're dealing 3 hands of blackjack. 3 of them face up and 3 of them face down. Now, Robert, a moment ago you could have stopped me at any card, but you stopped me at this one. Let's see what that is. The 3 of hearts. Good card. Watch what happens when this 3 of hearts comes in contact with a joker. Give a little squeeze and a little rub. Look, it duplicates that 3 perfectly. Yeah. Watch what happens when this joker has a close encounter with the other 2 3s. With a snap, it too changes into a 3 of hearts. The third one, is just got to change. 1, 2, and 3. The fourth one, don't blink or you'll miss it. If I give it a little rub, it too changes into a 3 of hearts. The joke. Now, to those of you who've been watching closely, might have noticed that my jokers are on bicycles. And there's a reason for that. They're on bicycles for a very good reason. In case they want to make a quick getaway, they can pedal away. But before he does, watch closely. You'll notice that he changes into a 3 of hearts, just like so. 1, 2, and 3. Now, this last card is still a joker. But to quote a magician, a very famous magician, like a mirage glimmering upon the desert sand, that image is quickly replaced with that of a 3 of hearts. So you have 3, 3, and 3, of course. That's 3, that's 6, that's 9, that's 12, 15, 18, and 3 is what?
21.
21. That's exactly what it is. 21, and you're a winner. See that? Everyone's... Oh, but wait a second. If you're a winner, if you have 21, what's the most important thing when you get 21, Robert?
Blackjack.
Oh, that's more than that. It's actually 21 you win, and that is to collect the money. You must always collect the money. That's the most important thing. Don't let anyone tell you anything different. That's... Your name, sir?
It was great.
Killer,
That was
right?
great.
Killer ending, man.
I mean, it's just great.
I never ever thought of doing wild card with that face up and face down and made the connection to blackjack. What a great presentation play, right?
Fantastic.
That's so good. And then with the money at the end, the whole thing comes full circle. Boy.
I mean, I can't tell you I would spend a Saturday just doing wild card at that, magic shop booth over and over and over and over and over and over.
It's a great trick.
It's such a great trick.
Yeah, it's a
and that's probably one of the better presentations I've seen, really.
Yeah, really good. Well, he's clearly a pro. He's clearly a guy who's working for people on a regular basis when they shop this. I would imagine that that's just his life and the way it's always been. He's just a guy who's working. And the times that we have the opportunity to actually see him do any of that work, we're seeing the fruit of all that labor, right? We're seeing a guy who's just polished. And this routine is no different, right? That's clearly a routine he's done hundreds, if not thousands of times.
Exactly.
Wonderful.
Yeah. And it's just great. And what's nice about it is people will go, oh, that's just wild card, whatever. That's everyone knows that one, And it's like, actually put the work in on it and you'll see why it's the thing that everyone knows because it's so strong, but you have to put the work into it.
Right. And it's true of everything, right? It's true of everything. Everything you touch in magic, even the self-working easy stuff. If you don't put in the work and really practice how to present the thing, learn where the beats are, it's just this thing that's never really going to be complete. You have to put in that time. You have to polish it. You have to live with it and make it a living and breathing piece of you so that it feels like something that someone would care about and want to pay any attention to when they actually see you do the thing. Otherwise, who cares? Who cares?
If you don't care.
If you don't care, why should anyone else? That's exactly right.
Yep.
That's exactly right. So it's, great lessons here. Great lessons. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's watch this last one. This is the closer of the whole show. And this is a really wonderful, wonderful piece of magic. This is what Eric does when it's time to get the money, when it's time to impress the person that hired him. This is the trick. So let's watch this thing and we'll talk about this on the other side, and we can probably get into some details on this stuff in the after show. Let's watch this one. This is great.
Your name, sir?
Steve.
Hi, Steve. How you doing? Would you like to help me out with a plank? Or just pick one out? Good, good. And again, your name, sir? Joe. Right, Joe. I got it. Joe, would you also pick one out? Anyone? Look at it. Okay. And Terry. I remember that. Terry, would you also pick one out? Now, Terry, I got to be honest with you. I want to make sure that your card is different from any card in the pack and any pack in the universe. So what I'm going to ask you to do is to actually sign your card with this magic marker in big bold letters across the face of the card, just the way Dennis and Dan, that lovely team, a little earlier did. Okay, great job. Magic marker back first. Now, Steve, did you look at your card?
Yes, I did.
And you remember that card is?
Yes.
That's important. Would you place your card back here? Okay, we'll just shuffle that, losing that into the pack. And Joe, would you place your card back? And you're not going to confuse your card with any other card in the pack. Am I correct? Okay, that's good. And would you blow on to make sure the ink is dry? Is it dry? Okay, let's place the card back. Now, did you folks over here get to see Terry's card? Oh, you did show them. Okay, that's important. Well, it doesn't really make a difference if you really think about it, because it's the only card that's signed in the pack. Am I right, Susan? I thought so. I feel so confident that I'll be able to find all three cards, and I'm going to bet all the money right here in my wallet that I'll be able to find all three cards. Now, Susan, you have an honest face. You're not a banker, are you? No. You have an honest face anyway. So would you hold out your hands flat like so? Keep your hand and the wallet right there for the next 2 minutes, and don't move. Sort of like the Statue of Liberty right there. That's a beautiful job. Hold on to that wallet. Don't move. Now watch this. Do you remember what your card was, Joe?
Yes, I do.
Good. On the count of three, what I want you to do is to shout out loud so that everyone here can hear you. I know you can do it. Is the name, the identity of your card. And when you do that, again, even though your card is lost and shuffle in this pack, when you shout out loud the name of your card will jump out of the center of the deck, do a quadruple somersault in the air, land right here in my left hand. You guys are going to love this, all right? This is great. On the count of three, watch. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead.
King of Hearts.
King of Hearts. Come out flying.
Wow.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The King of Hearts comes out flying. That's, of course, card number one. Steve, your card was not the King of Hearts. What was your card?
Jack of Spades.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Watch this. The King of Hearts, as it visibly changes into the Jack of Spades. As they say back home in New York, this kid's hot. That's the card number two. One more card to go. One more card to go. That's, of course, Terry's card. And Terry's card is the only card that's signed in the pack. I love that. In the pack. As a matter of fact, I feel so confident at this point that I'll be able to find Terry's card. I'm going to actually do it while blindfolding this pack of playing cards. Okay? Serious. Watch. Right there. To the count of 3. 1, 2. No, I don't think this is going to work. You know why? Because there are no cards. There are no cards. Gee, I don't know if you guys should applaud at that part. Because I didn't find Terry's card. I got Joe's card and Steve's card, so you're out of contention. You don't get any of the money. Looks like you got the big bucks, Terry. But before you collect your winnings, would you be so kind as to share the identity of the card with all?
4 clubs.
No, come on, don't tease me. This is my act. Seriously, what was the name?
The 4 clubs.
Of the card you signed your name across the face of?
Right.
The
With
4?
Yeah, the 4 clubs.
Are you serious?
Yes.
This is too bizarre to be true, folks. This is something that most definitely borders on the macabre, if you know what I mean. Because before coming out here this evening, I placed a prediction inside of my wallet. Now, Susan, you've been holding on to that wallet since the beginning of this routine, am I correct?
That's right.
And at no point have I come to you, am I correct?
That's right.
It's important that you remember that. It's more important that we all remember that. May I please have the wallet back now? So I love this part because I feel so Vegas-like, if you know what I mean. Inside of the wallet, folks, notice I happen to have a zippered compartment. Can you see that? Terry, would you be so kind as to open up my zipper there? Oh, come on, it's a family show. It's a family show. It's the zipper of the wallet. Inside of the zipper compartment, I happen to have my prediction card. Yes, indeed, my prediction card, the 4 of clubs. But wait, before that thunderous applause subsides. The miracle does not end there, because it's not just any 4 of clubs. Notice that this happened to have Terry's signature right across the face. Thank you very much.
Very classical handling, huh?
It's getting a lot out of card to wallet, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, with those first 2, I mean, the first part of it, those were very classical ways of handling card magic. And then it's like the wallet went on top of it. Like that almost felt like it was like Leipzig magic, you know what I mean? For those first 2 cards being found. And then having the wallet on top of it, and it's a killer load, and he vanishes the deck. I mean,
yeah.
like,
I mean, it's just
a little bit of it all, man. It's good.
It's a great little thing. And it looks like it's fairly stand-upable too, you know, like, you know, I think you can do it anywhere, you know.
That's exactly right. Yeah, he didn't need that table there.
No, he doesn't need
people standing on either side of him. Totally.
You know, I always look at that, you know.
Yeah, and this is his get the money trick, right? This is the one that he's doing for, you know, for the person that hired him at the party, right? He's doing this for when he's leaving to make sure he puts that exclamation point on the night, right? This is the trick. So yeah, solid piece of magic. There's, you know, it's definitely a study in watching a pro. Again, clearly has done this hundreds, if not thousands of times, and it's, you know, it's solid.
Under
solid
fire
magic.
too.
Under fire, clearly, because he had all those beats and all those moments that clearly came from, you know, doing it so many times that you figure out what those beats are. Beautiful.
Yeah, I love that. You know, I've heard his name many times. I've seen a couple of things. I haven't seen that stuff. It's really great.
Well, this is definitely old school Eric DeCamps, right? Because he's gone way past this. He's become, last time I saw him, he was doing stuff like Renee Lavande, right? I mean, he's getting very poetic and almost there's points where he's not speaking as much anymore. And he's just really a wonderful magician who studied it his whole life, clearly loves it so much that he's putting everything he has into it to make it into an experience, you know, make it into something that people talk about for the rest of their lives. And they remember that moment of standing in front of you, you know, seeing that magic. So yeah, my hat's off to him. I think Eric is one of the greats, man. He's definitely one of the modern masters. And yeah, if you have a chance to go and see the guy, do it. He's one of the greats.
Yep.
Well, there it is. Thanks for joining us today. Do us a favor. Make sure you go hit follow. Make sure you go and subscribe. And that way you're informed every time we go live with another one of these. And we'll see you in the next couple of days when we do the next one. Thanks again, everyone. We'll see you real soon.